And what you should be doing is spending all the money you bring in anyway, so you shouldn't owe anything. Or if you do, it would be really, really small, because the tax rate's, what, 15% on a corporation, so it's pretty small.
Okay.
As long as you're filing, you're pretty good to go. Yeah, you're pretty good to go. No questions about the anniversary or anything like that?
Hotel rooms available?
Do I have hotel rooms available? I don't. We're not part of the housing. But I can tell you that I would check frequently because I know a whole bunch of the hotels have blocks set aside that will be starting to be released.
Are you going to allow RV parking on the parking lot at the museum again?
RV parking in the parking lot of the museum? No. No. The RV parking would be at State Fairground, which is a few miles away. That's going to be the closest. Yeah, that campus is pretty well full. I will tell you, if you come to the anniversary and you love it, it's because of me. If you come to the anniversary and hate it, it's somebody else. I'm the lead for the hog part, not for the whole anniversary, but for the hog part. And for those people that have come to the last couple anniversaries, how many people came to 110, 105? So if you remember, we had Hog Day, or Hog Half Day. I will be the first one to admit that was underwhelming and underserved. I'm happy to tell you that it's 5 days of hog for free at Veterans Park. So free music, free entertainment, free stuff, giveaways, all kinds of stuff. Won't cost you nothing to come and hang out for 5 days as a hog member at Veterans Park. There are some
Summerfest grounds.
Summerfest grounds is not being utilized. The reason is we would have to charge you for the anniversary if you use Summerfest because they charge a ton of money to use their grounds. So we're using the museum as kind of the point zero for the 115th part of it. Veterans Park, if anybody's ever been to Veterans Park, it's a huge park right on Lake Michigan, north of Summerfest. We got the park, and we have the whole park, so we got complete control over it. But we're also going to have beach racing one night. We're going to have Run What You Brung at Great Lakes Dragway. We're going to have hooligan racing at the new Bucks Arena. We're going to have street parties on 2 or 3 streets downtown. What else? Hill climbs. Police versus hog demo or skills comp. That'll be at Miller Park for the early rounds, and then the finals will be at Veterans Park. The rides home, so you guys, well, your dealership, which will trickle down to you, hopefully. We asked 53 chapter or dealers in the 150-mile radius of Milwaukee to have rides come in on Wednesday and land at Veterans Park between 2 and 3 o'clock. So I would ask you guys to talk to the dealership about that because I assume they'll want you guys heavily involved. The plan is to have, so the rides home, like I'm leading the ride from Florida, Bruce is leading the ride from Maine, JT from San Diego, Paul from Washington. We're going to get in town on Tuesday night, but everybody that's on the ride home has been told that on Wednesday they're going to go to one of the local dealers within 100 miles, and they're all going to ride into land at Veterans between 2 and 3 o'clock, and the overpasses on all the highways will have tons of people on them. The medias will all be on them. They're going to film it all. What we want is that huge gathering coming in on Wednesday afternoon. And we'll officially kick it off with some bands on Wednesday. We're going to start announcing. I just signed the final contract for our 3 main acts. We can't announce 2 of them yet. I can announce that Jackal is the lead on Friday night. The other 2 we can't announce quite yet, but we have Saturday. I told the group in Ohio this last week, if you can't have fun on Saturday night at Veterans Park, I don't want you in Hog. And if you can't have fun with what we got planned on Saturday night, it's every night, but Saturday night's going to be awesome. Thursday night's going to be country night, and the museum will have alternative from what we're doing. So at Veterans Park, Thursday night's going to be country night, Friday night's going to be rock and roll night, Saturday night's going to be rock-ish, bigger act, and then Wednesday and Sunday are kind of local rock cover type stuff, a little bit bigger than that, a little bit bigger than cover, but not much. And Thursday night at the museum, the only band they've got signed so far is the band they always have on Labor Day on Thursday. God, what's their name? They dress up like all the bands they play. Never, I can't think of their name. But
What's the dates again?
huh?
The dates?
Labor Day weekend, Wednesday through Sunday. We'll kick off at noon on Wednesday and we stop at 6 o'clock on Sunday. And stay on HarleyDavidson.com. Details will be rolling out fast now. We're actually getting stuff finalized. I'm in a meeting all day today and all day tomorrow finalizing stuff. So
You need tickets for the music events?
you do not need tickets for any of our music events. So the museum will have music every night for free. Veterans Park will have bigger music every night for free because we have a bigger stage and bigger sound and all of that. And then some of the dealerships will have music during the day. We'll have some music during the day, but it'll be small tent bands kind of thing. The dealerships will all do what they normally do at anniversaries. They'll all have parties going at their dealerships. But they're going to shut down at night so that everybody can come to Veterans Park. We have Throttle Fest. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Full Throttle Saloon? So Jesse James Dupree and Michael Ballard own Pappy Hoyle Campground and Full Throttle Saloon. They're our partners for the anniversary. So they're bringing Throttle Fest. So we'll have helicopter rides and zip lines and Wall of Death, Spear of Death, Una Circus. We're gonna have all the carnival will be there. We're gonna have all kinds of fun.
Where's the best place to park?
So when you go to Veterans Park, there will be parking north of the park. They're setting aside, there's parking on the street, but you gotta get there pretty early for that. They'll have big, huge signs for north of the park where they're gonna have everybody park. We can hold about 20,000 bikes. Give or take veterans.
Where was the camping?
The closest camping is State Fair Park. Yeah, which is 3 miles, 3.5 miles, something like that. Right down the highway, it's super easy. Anything else? Wow. I went on a lot. Thanks for having me. Next time, invite me to a ride. I would much rather talk to you guys while riding.
I need you to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
I don't have to sign a waiver because I'm covered.
You made a comment at Hot that you'll come if we got you that, so.
And not because I'm here. If you didn't notice, while some of you all were doing your stuff up here, I was watching the Blackhawks. I'm a huge Chicago sports fan. Even though I grew up in Michigan, I hate Michigan sports. Because I grew up in West, we were only 3 hours from Chicago. In my childhood, we came down to Cubs games all the time. And I played rugby on the south side of Chicago for a few years. And so I'm a huge Chicago sports fan. And we were at Hot. We gave all of our instructors a tin of this because they don't get to, some of them are from faraway places and they don't appreciate the goodness. So I was saying so thank you very, very much. Wow. Awesome, thank you.